Have you ever had that feeling where you're just spinning your wheels? You kind of have an idea of where you want to go, but the path forward? It's just a total fog. Well, today, we're going to look at a really structured way to get you from feeling completely stuck to confidently moving forward. Let's dive right in.
So, does this sound familiar? That feeling of being totally overwhelmed by all the things you think you should be doing? Or maybe it feels like your personal life and your career goals are in a constant tug of war. It's that classic feeling of being out of alignment with what actually matters to you. And you know what? That's exactly where this whole journey starts.
And here's what's so interesting about this approach. It's built on this core idea. Your career, your health, your relationships, they're not in separate little boxes, right? They all bleed into each other. So coaching that actually works has to see the whole picture. It's about building structure and confidence across your entire life, not just fixing one little piece. It's finding that balance without totally burning out.
Okay, so how do you even begin to untangle all that? Well, it starts with one simple but really powerful step, a discovery session. And this isn't about signing you up for some massive commitment. Nope. It's just about creating a dedicated, totally no-pressure space to find a little bit of clarity.
Think of it like a strategic brainstorm, but for your life. It's where you finally get to say out loud what you really want, both personally and professionally. And even better, you start to uncover those invisible walls. The "I can't do that" or "I should be doing this" that have been holding you back. And honestly, the best part, it's not a sales pitch. You walk away with real insight and a solid next step, whether you decide to continue with coaching or not.
And this roadmap just lays it all out so perfectly. It's not some complicated maze. It all kicks off with that discovery session. From that conversation, you get to choose a path that fits exactly where you are right now. And the end goal? It's always the same, getting that structure and empowerment you need to finally move forward with some real confidence.
All right, let's look at that first path you could choose, the reset. I mean, the name pretty much says it all, right? This is for those moments when you just need to hit the pause button, take a deep breath, and figure out what your next move is, without all the pressure.
So, who is this really for? Well, imagine you're at a crossroads. Maybe a huge project just wrapped up, or you're thinking about a career change, or maybe you just feel kind of adrift. The reset is designed to be that short-term, super focused support to help you recalibrate your compass and get back on track, all without locking you into some long-term plan.
But what if you already have your direction and now you need to actually start moving? Well, that brings us to path number 2, the shift. This is for when you're past the what's next phase and you're ready to really build momentum with a deeper partnership.
The shift is for the person who's ready to turn all that clarity into real action. This is all about execution. It's where you might target, say, 2 or 3 big, meaningful goals, like launching that side hustle or finally getting your health dialed in. And then you build the actual systems in your life that make it happen. We're talking about lasting habits, new routines, the stuff that creates real, long-term change.
So when you see them side by side like this, the difference is crystal clear. Think of it like this. The reset is like stopping to look at the map when you realize you're lost. The shift is hiring a guide and actually starting to hike up the mountain. One is all about finding your footing, the other is about building the road ahead.
And this is probably one of the most important things to remember through all of this. That feeling of being stuck or overwhelmed, it usually comes with this sneaky belief that you have to solve it all by yourself. But you really don't. Having a guide, someone in your corner to keep you accountable, it can change everything.
Which brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. Starting was called your vital path. And the best part is that a journey that could lead to huge changes in your life doesn't have to start with some giant leap of faith. It can start with something so simple, so accessible, just a conversation.
So, if any of this has resonated with you, that feeling of being stuck or that desire for real structured change, the next step is right here. It's a free 30-minute consultation. It's a simple, totally no-risk way to see if this is the kind of support that could help you build your own path forward. And that's really the big takeaway, isn't it? Whether you need a small reset or you're ready for a major shift, the journey is always 100% yours. The power to start, to build, and to change, it all begins with you. So I guess the only question left is, what's it costing you to stay right where you are?